my throat is reaching its limit, so I guess let's call it a day for today.
Hope you enjoy your chocolate cake.
I really enjoyed my chocolate cake. Thank you very much. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step, where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm with Notas Battler in the UK and admin of Battle Spirits English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Hello.
Yeah, this Ayumu is real. For real. But yeah. How was your trip to Chile, Ayumu?
It was chill.
Oh, nice. That was, yeah, you can't spell Chile without chill. My goodness. While you were away, I got sick. I was trying to revive an old meme that I was sick with fever, but that was not worth it. I have a sore throat, so it's shouting will make it worse. So no, I'm not doing that. Don't want to perpetuate that meme any longer. But yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing alright. I got addicted to a new game again.
No. Like Ayumu's expectation of buying a Windows laptop. I'm going to be more productive. The result. Oh no. So what's this new game?
Pokemon Masters EX.
No. Not the Pokemon Masters. Yeah, you know the joke is like basically if you put like the because they needed to say it's Pokemon Masters, right? Just to imply that it's plural. Because you are supposed to play with lots of Pokemon Masters. But yeah, the oversight is that if you put the whole word together, yeah, your 5-year-old brain can detect what I meant, right?
What?
Yeah. I mean, just to keep it family friendly, I'm going to send it secretly to Ayumu. So it is just a simple thing. I don't know. I'm 15 years old.
Bruh.
Anyway.
I didn't even think about that, bro.
Now it's going to live rent free in your head. My goodness. So your life is owned by Nintendo now. Pretty much.
I mean, I've always been playing like Pokemon on and off anyway. Just like recently, kind of the craze came back.
Nice. Which kind of reminds me that one of my friend, like he said that so in Indonesia there's this one really large corporation which owns a lot of things, including a real estate. So a whole like a real estate complex, hospital, school, and university. So basically, when he was born, his family already owns a home in this real estate complex, and then he went to school owned by that same corporation. He went to a uni owned by that corporation, and one day he's going to when he got sick, he's going to go to the hospital owned by this corporation, and in 50 or 70 years, when he inevitably has to leave this world, he's probably going to be laid to rest in a cemetery owned also by this large corporation. Yeah, he's literally owned by that corporation now.
Oh god.
Oh my goodness. What a grim reality. Although
it sounds like those dystopian stories.
I know, right? The only positive thing is he's not currently working for that company or wealthy. I need to check his LinkedIn. I need to check on my old colleagues on LinkedIn just to make sure that he didn't actually like work for that for that mega corporation. And of course, straight up they just offered me to get LinkedIn Premium. Probably not now. Need to how to say like min max using the trial. My goodness.
Dryer.
Yeah, trial. A 30-day trial for the LinkedIn Premium. And then, of course, his name
Wait,
is...
Lincoln got a premium?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Bro.
Yeah. And I can't even find my old colleague because, of course, his name is so generic that I can't find him on LinkedIn. How? But yeah, that's the dystopian thing, right? Also, like LinkedIn, for whatever reason, they allow people to advertise through your DMs, and that includes themselves. Like, you imagine, like, oh yeah, you're desperate to getting a job, and then you open LinkedIn, and then there's one DM. It's like, oh, someone's interested in me professionally, and then you open it, and then it's just another LinkedIn Premium promotion. So yeah, it's like yeah, no one is interested in me professionally. God damn it, it's kind of like more disheartening than no one swiping you right on a dating site. Yeah. But that's probably because I'm mainly looking for a job and not someone to date to. So I mean, like, when you are looking for something and you don't get it, it's just sad. It's just like when you want to open for the saga rare and then you don't find the saga rare.
Oh my god. Talking about that, I heard that it's not guaranteed again. It's
Yeah.
6.
Oh. So it's not guaranteed in a case, or is it not guaranteed in a box? Well.
Not guaranteeing the case, of course.
Oh.
Why would I expect it to be guaranteed in a box, bro?
Yeah, that will be really sad if they guaranteed in a box. So that's why, like, oh, so not even in a case. So it's like, oh, they want to make it rarer, but like, also like, why? I mean, like, they already made it, like, already have like 3 variants. So it's like, yeah, at least let us get one. Let me at least get the strange robot thing if I have to. But at least let me get this win. Kind of bleak because we are going to get 3 boxes each. So we'll have to see if we... Yeah. We'll have to see if our luck is any good. Still don't know when we are going to get it though. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
really want the Nagi though.
Yeah, the Nagi one is cute, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, right?
I can't even remember the odds.
It's she's having like a, the Purikura.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, she's having a Purikura with Mizuki. Like, oh, like this thing.
I want the Abe no Covenant.
No, that's what. No. Yeah, I feel like. Well, I mean, like, it is not as egregious as the set 5 one. The set 5 one, it feels like they went all into Smetsia's Sagara art, and then the rest kind of feels like it is not bad, but it feels like something that can be relegated to an SPR. Because I feel like Sagara, as we know them, like, especially from set 1 to set 4, it's more like, yep, we are going to try all this experimental art style. But like, starting from set 5, it's like, it stays with one card, and then like the rest is just, yep, this is basically just an SPR. It's like, I guess. Yeah. Well, I mean, set 6, to be fair, now that I think about it, like, yes, the Purikura is like really cute, but it's also like, yeah, this could have just been an SPR. It's like, like, I mean, like, especially since Nagi was supposed to be some kind of like a fisherman, right? Like, fisher person. Oh my goodness. How do I make a fisherman? Like, that's like, this could have been like a really good chance to bring back like all the old, like, well, not old, but like the traditional Japanese painting style like they do with Tokiwa. And then that still kind of makes sense with Nagi as
true.
well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's a Purigura as a Japanese culture, so it works, I guess.
It works.
It works.
I mean, it's just personal preference at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's also kind of like, how do you define like alternative art style? Like, I guess you can kind of like argue that while the image itself is, well, not quote unquote like different, the style of like adding the accessories like the way you would do in a print club, that thing that's what sets it apart from like for example, I guess like the SPRs for the magic, right? SPRs for I mean like the cooking conveyor belt and the other one.
Yes.
The cost 5 one. That one also features Nagi and Mizuki.
I actually prefer that one. I prefer the conveyor belt one.
More of the action pose.
I'm just not interested in Galu, so like Misaki is like
I see. Nah, she's fine.
But you know what? I really want the fishing hardships though.
Oh yeah, that one goes really hard though.
Yeah.
I really love it that while they belong to like the sushi archetype, like all the yellow ones, they are really cute, and then like the blue ones, just nope, we are blue, we are going to go so hard, this is going to be like full of aberration moods, like oh this is so exciting. And then like
it certainly shows the hardships they have.
Indeed, if only we still keep like the token inside the packs, and then like now we can get like an SPR of the token. Or like we can get like a special token like we do with the BSS02. And then
God, that'll be amazing, yeah.
I know, right? And then like instead of just the sushi being already a sushi, it's kind of like the fishes like trying to break out of their rice shell. So it's like that could go hard. Although sub sprite are supposed to be like this fancy like, well, not fancy, but like the playful sushi spirit, so I guess that kind of didn't go with the theme. But if you make it like too creepy, then it's kind of like, well, that's not the point that they are going with, right? But I guess that's also like, that has a yin yang element to it, so I guess that kind of works.
Which one?
I mean, like, if you, for example, if you make the surf sprite token, like if you make it like, if you go into like a more grotesque direction where the fish flesh that are on the sushi are actually still alive, kind of thing.
Bro.
I think that kind of works, but also doesn't kind of go against what the sprite are going for, right? Because they are not supposed to be like real sushi that when alive, they are just yokai that are inspired, that are created by sushi. So it's that, wait, how do a yokai works again? Is that a thing getting possessed by a spirit and became alive, or is it just a spiritual being that resembles something that is in this physical world?
Have you little idea how little that narrow downs? You're talking about a specific kind of yokai, which is called I actually don't know. I actually can't remember. Tsukumogami. There we go. There you go. It's so like, so it literally means like tool kami, or like item kami. So basically like the objects that's like being possessed by spirits. And I suppose that's like what the sushis are actually. Or what they're supposed to be anyway, I think.
I know.
I don't even know what the word of sprite means.
Isn't it that
it's not even a real word, is it?
Nah, I guess it's just like the usual band. I think it's just a supper sprite.
Yeah, but yeah, but
Yeah.
what is it even supposed to mean? That's the thing.
Yeah, it's just a supper sprite. It's a fairy that is themed around suppers. Yeah, that's it. I guess. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you know supper, right?
Okay.
The really late dinner.
Yeah.
And then sprite is just another word for fairies. Yeah. So it's
weird.
just supper sprite. But they just how to say, like, compress it into sub sprite.
Well, I didn't even realize that.
Mm.
I forgot that sprite is a word for fairy.
Yeah.
It's like no one uses that word, bro.
you will
except for when you go to the supermarket.
you will use them when you have to make like a game where you have like 10,000 monsters, and then you have to set apart this fairy from that fairy. Like, why are they racist against each other? Because these are pixies and they are sprites.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That actually makes sense now. I realized that.
Yeah. Probably originally, like, of course, like, because their word is different, they probably come from like different regions of England, the UK. So probably it has like different root of the root language is different. But then also it might actually like describe different things. But I guess like if you just try to take like the general idea, it's just different ways for people to describe fairy, I guess. It's more into like, yep, when you like are talking about your own culture, then yes, like some stuff are like can be really different. Like yeah, I mean, like in Indonesia itself, like there are several ways to describe spirits. We have like ghosts that are like just dead people's souls. We have ghosts that are like just spirits that is like mischievous. There are ghosts that are like really hostile towards human, etc., etc., and etc., and etc. But of course, when we translate everything into English, everything just got lost into translation, and everything is a ghost. That's why Indian, like Para Penyembah Setan, which is one of the best Indonesian horror movie that I've watched so far, as Indian, it's translated into Satan's worshipper. Although that's kind of like something that is kind of like lost in the in translation, right? Because I guess in English, in Christianity, Satan kind of like refers to a very specific. I guess in Islam as well, it kind of refers to a very specific figure that is named Satan. But like in Indonesian, the word Satan kind of like really just it kind of refers to like all sorts of like malicious spirits. So like that's where kind of like the nuance kind of like can be kind of lost. So I guess like if I were to translate that, I would probably choose the word like probably something more into like demon or devil. Because I think that is, I guess, people have been perceiving it more into like the general, like the malicious spirits instead of like just a specific figure. Although when we are speaking of the devil, then that is a little bit different. Because like the devil is like probably going to refer to Lucifer. Because when we are talking about the devil, then it's probably going to be specific figures, like depending on which culture we're speaking about, right? That's usually the root of all evil, and so on and so on. Yeah. How do we go from like the cute sushi into like the root of all evil?
As I just Google it up, Sprite actually came from the old French. It's Sprite. Esprit. I can't pronounce French. Okay.
Esprit.
Esprit, and then like the Latin roots spiritus. Yeah. So Sprite is actually French.
Oh no, that's That's why.
I mean, there's yeah, etymology. Wow, it has a lot of origins.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's really confusing. Yeah.
Yeah, let's not get into that. Yes, it's kind of like, yep, some people are calling it that one. Someone's calling it that
I
one.
mean, actually, now that I realize, I think sprite
Mm-mm.
is actually a better term to describe the kami in
Mm-mm.
Shinto religion.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, because like kami isn't necessarily God, right?
Mm-mm.
No, that's always what they're trying to clarify.
Mm-mm.
So like actually the word sprite means better
Mm-mm.
in their context.
Mm-mm.
Because like it just means any of various supernatural beings.
Mm-mm.
So like which is perfect for the term kami.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I guess that kind of fits better because I think like there was a I saw it once on like a documentary of like he's a white guy. I forgot where he is from, but like he has learned the Japanese culture so extensively. So he's kind of like in Japan, of course. So by the university, he was kind of like appointed like he kind of becoming the spokesperson, and then he kind of like said that kami is less of like the how we describe God in with English, but it's more into like something is so great and so powerful that we need to pay respect to it. Yeah, that's why some great people can be referred to as kami. It's not necessarily that we think he's a god, so we will be praising him and so on. But it's more like he has so many achievements that we think that it is just right to pay respect to this guy, basically.
Oh yeah, true. Oh yeah, true. You can describe people as kami as well,
Mm-mm.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, very
So
limited people.
it's like yeah, it's like the term is so weird though. It's
Mm-mm.
like um in Japanese, the word kami,
Mm-mm.
it's actually also used to mean God.
Mm-mm.
As seen if you see any anime with like a Christianity context,
Mm-mm.
and they literally just call God kami. So it's like
Mm-mm.
so I suppose like that's also like why a lot of people get confused,
Mm-mm.
including me.
Yeah. Also, I think like because especially like most of the major religions in this world today all came from Asia, right? But I guess like with East Asian culture, it's more into like something that just exists like parallelly to the humans, not really
I
over
mean, well,
humans.
I mean,
So like,
isn't that Greek as well, though?
I suppose so. But
Yeah,
then,
it's Greek as well. Yeah,
Hmm, yeah,
it's more like obviously there are too many religions for us to like even like judge anything about it, but like
mm,
it feels like Christianity is the odd one out actually, because
yeah,
if you think about it,
mm,
Taoism, Buddhism maybe. I mean, to be fair, Taoism
mm,
and Buddhism kind of mixed together.
mm,
Shinto, kind of Greek mythology.
mm,
Um, or even like you go back to like kind of like Mayans
mm,
beliefs and everything like that.
mm,
Most of them are like about like living beside kind of the greater people, the greater beings,
mm,
living with nature even,
mm,
which is like also like I believe like kind of like the beliefs with a lot of like African beliefs. I wouldn't we call them. I don't know if I should call them religion, but like
mm,
from like Africa, a lot of like kind of concept also comes with like living with nature, like kind of nature being like personified, you know, Easter Island, that kind of thing. But it's weirdly enough, I think not only, but like at least prominently, only Christianity that goes like, okay, so we have someone above us and we can never become him.
mm,
Which is
mm.
kind of weird.
Yeah. And then also, I guess that's also it's kind of goes back to etymology because I think in English we kind of define religion as something where we have some kind of really high central figure, whether it's a god or a god or gods. But like then you go to some religion like Buddhism or like Shintoism, which doesn't really have this, and then it kind of contradictive, but also not.
Technically, Shintoism does as well. You got like Amaterasu and everyone like that, but I suppose they're not like the major point of the religion. It's like because my Japanese friend did tell me before, like at least right now, Shintoism is more like habits or like kind of general beliefs that they adapt in their everyday life than like trying to like praise certain beings like at an altar or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose there are like categories for that. It's just that obviously we don't study religion or anything like that, so we don't know the correct terms. But
yeah. Which is why let's not assume too much. Let's just
I'm
let's
not
just
assuming,
absorb.
it's like more just like wondering.
Yeah. Let's just absorb. One day it will make sense.
I'm just call them all cult.
Yep.
Can't stop me.
Well, I guess I mean like if you go to like the original meaning of cult, they are all cults.
Yeah, they're all cults.
Yeah, I mean like it is all a process, right? I mean like I've been living with Christianity my whole life, and then like I went to university, and then one of my friends is like a Buddhist, and then he was like, yeah, Buddhism is like an atheistic religion. I was like, what do you mean it's an atheistic religion?
A what?
An atheistic religion, because like
an atheistic.
Atheistic, yeah. That's
what does it mean?
It means it's a religion that doesn't really rely on having like a god to be in the center of your life.
Yes,
I guess it kind of also depends on the sect of Buddhism, but like I guess like for his sect of Buddhism, it's kind of, or like his interpretation of Buddhism, it's more into like how you live your life instead of like, yep, there's this central figure that governs your life, kind of thing. Which is how then I kind of like interpret my own way of doing things, but yeah, still. It was like, oh, there are people of other like, because like when you go to like other religions, you go, sometimes there are process where you kind of like just try to draw a parallel with what you already know, and like, yeah, you go to this religion, okay, so they also have a god, but this is how they interpret God. Okay, so that makes sense. Which is mostly how I was introduced to other religions up to that point, and then my friend was like, "Nope, we don't have anything." It's like, huh? What do you mean you don't have anything?
No, we don't do that here.
Yep. Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. And then starting from that, it's like, oh, I see. And then like my university is like, the owner is Catholic. So of course, when we have like big events like the university like achieving something good, then they will do like some kind of like service and in a Catholic way, just to kind of like, just to kind of like appreciate like the moment, right? But the university itself is not a Catholic university, so instead of like teaching like giving us like a religious studies as a module, they do this thing where they call it like the spiritual development. So it's kind of like more into like, so this is why some people have religion. This is how people who don't have religion like kind of like navigate through life. But we still think that it is important for you to have something, anything, even if it's not a religion, to kind of like have a bearing on your life. Kind of like, well, not really a bearing. It's more into like, just to remind yourself that you are a person and not just a cog in this world. Although for the most part you are pretty much a cog in this world. You are totally replaceable. So don't worry if you are sick, just rest. My goodness.
Wait, which one? Wait, what was that? I was a bit lost. What?
Nah, I was also a bit lost myself. That's why I stopped. But yeah, I mean, like, my university has this thing called spiritual development. Again, it's more into like making sure that you remember that you are a person, you are an individual, you are not really something that just exists in this world, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why you kind of like meditate and kind of like connect yourself to your own thoughts. And I think like praying in a way is just a way of doing this, because when you are praying, you are actually like not taught just to. You at first was like taught like some sad prayers that is probably going to be containing some stuff that's probably really generic, right? Like giving thanks for what you already have, and you are like asking the solutions for your problems, and for you to be able to reflect on yourself and fix your behaviors going forward, kind of thing. But then it is, I think, then is teaching you like some kind of mindfulness, like a set of mindfulness that, okay, you have to, I am thankful for what I already have. I wanted, this is what I want on my daily life. And then this is my problems, and then this is what I have to improve. So this kind of mindfulness is something that religion has to, that some kind of training that religion has to offer, but of course you don't have to get this from a religion. Yeah, but it's kind of like my university still thought that it's important to kind of like this, to have like this mindfulness training, like regardless of where you get it from, just to make sure that you're still in touch with that self. And then of course Buddhism come, and then yep, there's no self, there's no ego. Let go of your ego, because of course they will do that. So yeah, Ayumu, are you ready to learn our peaceful ways by force?
What?
it's an old meme. It's an old meme. From, I think it's from Futurama. So it's we need to have them learn of our peaceful ways.
Oh, by force.
By force. Which one was it? I say the whole world must learn of our peaceful ways by force. I really love this meme. You know why? It is just so endearing in a very, very violent way. Don't know how that even works, but living in itself is already hard, so why make it harder, I guess.
Of course. I'm hard.
Are you made of titanium, Ayumu?
Maybe.
Is that why after just going back from Chile last week, you are already going to the Netherlands next week? Oh, no spoilers. But yeah, I just... Speaking of going hard, I just ate like a pretty fancy dinner place just now. And I never thought like a dinner can be made fancy. It's also only like maybe to €1 to €2 more expensive. So I was like, yep. Like how much as a corporation you can make things better with just €1 or €2, right? And yeah. It was, well, I guess the meat kind of like tastes different. And it also has like a slightly better texture. You can kind of like feel it's more like of a ground meat you bite into ground meat basically, like instead of just meat like a cheap industrial meatballs that you usually get with the doner, I guess. And then it has like a slightly sweeter taste, probably, which in a good way. It's kind of like a barbecue sauce kind of sweet instead of well, not just sweet. So I guess that kind of works. They do like, you know, you can just have like some French fries and then doner on top and then like sauce on top. Just kind of like a snack, and I kind of prefer that when I'm on the way now, because it's much less of a hassle to eat. But of course, I have a sore throat, so I kind of get there options where we can replace the fries with salad. And they didn't sauce the salad, so it's just like, oh. I just realized after they put on the doner, it's like, oh, they didn't sauce the salad. That's fucked up. How can you have a salad without dressing? Well, I guess some people are into that, and I kind of used to do that and as well. So it's like, I can't really criticize that, but still, kind of feel sad. Also, like, they kind of have like a longer slice, which kind of works if you make it into a sandwich. But when you make it into a salad, it's like, I want to get into the veggies. Like, you are in my way. Like, I try to scoop out the meat, and it's like everything is like just a whole like it's just, how to say, they're just all in the way. It's like trying to get into the bottom of your noodle plates. It's like whenever you draw one, because they are so long, like the other ones just close up the gap. So it's like, oh my goodness. And then what else? Like, I really, god damn it, I was really fascinated by, this is supposed to be like the premium place, right? And then you are supposed to pay first, and then you basically need to line up in another line to kind of get your order, which I didn't really understand, because like I finished paying, and then like I move a little bit to the left, and then like the guy was like asking me like what was my order, and then like the guy behind me was like, no, I'm actually like, I needed to go first. There's a different queue for that. It's like, oh, okay, sorry about that. It's like, so you are trying to be a McDonald's, but like without like yeah, I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's like, it's way less organized than McDonald's basically. Also, like, I ordered the pommes doner box, right? Like the doner with the fries, but the fries is replaced by salad. So okay. I was expected to get charged for that, and then I got charged the correct amount, but I saw the receipt, and then it was like a totally different menu. So I was like, huh. And then basically, when the guy charged me, he just said that, yep, just tell my colleagues what is your order. So I was like, huh. So I can basically just order doner sandwich and then ask for like the doner plate. So I was like, this sounds fucked up in a way. It's like, why? Why are we doing this? What do you think that I won't really be that indecisive and I won't want to change my order last minute? No, the moment I ordered, I already made up my mind, and I will live with the consequences. God damn it. So basically, yeah, because there's this thing called lahmacun, which some Turkish place will call them the Turkish pizza. It's basically just like on a flatbread, they put on like this bean sauce, which is on its own, it's already good enough. Yeah, that is not pizza, but like it is nice. It is a nice thing to have, especially if you are in a hurry and then you don't really want all the hassle of like having the salad and the meat, like making things harder to eat when you need to eat it very fast. And then yeah, because beans are already proteins anyway, so you when you are in a hurry, you don't really need anything else. So yeah, but basically they charge me for the like the bean pizza with tuna inside. So it's like, oh. So like, what if the next guy like wanted me to kind of show my receipt to kind of like just prove what I am ordering, and then he would just give me like the lamachon with tuna, which is so it's still good, but it's not like what I wanted right now because it's kind of hard to eat. And then like thankfully like the guy who made my order is the guy who did my order. But even then, he already forgot what I ordered. So he was like, "Yep. So what's your order?" And then he was like taking like the bread for the doner sandwich. So it's like, wait, you just took my order 5 minutes ago. But I guess after being a waiter myself, I kind of understand.
Don't get a double. Just get a double. Don't tell them.
Yep. just let them make it first, and then like. Oops, sorry, that's not what I ordered, but you already make it, so can I have it?
Actually, this happened before, and what's even more amazing was about lobsters.
Mm-mm.
So basically, my mom and I like ordered like half a lobster,
Mm-mm.
and then it came as a whole,
Mm-mm.
and then they charged us for half a lobster price.
Mm-mm.
Of course, we never told them.
Yep. Yes. My goodness.
Well, I miss that lobster place. It's pretty good. So
Mm-mm.
I want to eat lobster now.
Yeah.
I can very soon. My parents are coming in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I can now stick to them and eat good food again.
Yeah. Eat lobster. Yeah. My parents are also here, but it's kind of hard to do that because my parents are really big to cold. My mom was actually like kind of complaining like, why did your dad take me like in the winter, like this is not going to work, but like she went anyway. And then I was busy with work, so it's like, oh. Kind of feels bad, but yeah, what can I do? It's work. My goodness. But yeah. And then like there was one time I guess like I was like going I was going out, and then like that I went to my sister's place, and then like at that day it was like 17 degrees outside. So like compared to the previous day, which was like 4 degrees outside, so it's like, this is this bitch weather. Like you can feel it. It's like it's much warmer. And then like my sister said the same thing, and then my dad was like, fuck you both. It's not. It's really cold. Fuck you both. It's like he didn't say fuck you, of course. He didn't swear. My parents didn't swear in front of us, but like, yeah, it has the same energy. It's the endearing kind of fuck you. Yeah. Yes. The beauty of like, I've been more Germanized than I thought I would have been. Yeah, I think like I told this to another person like the other day, but like, you remember when we went to LA? Yeah. And then we got to the Airbnb pretty late, right? And then because of me as well, because it didn't occur to me that I could have just switched my my SIM card to my main phone. I don't know why. I guess I was like trying to wait for a call, so I didn't want to take off my SIM. But in the end, I just gave up, and then I just switched my SIM with my Indonesian SIM, which has like a much cheaper international data. And even worse is like because I was trying to do that obnoxious thing of like tethering it from my old phone. My old phone that didn't have that much battery. I forgot to bring the charger, and then I don't know why, but the frequency, the cell tower frequency does not match the one they have in the US. So it's like maximum is just edge. So it's like, oh, this is not going to work. And then I moved the SIM to my new phone, my current phone, and then everything is 4G. Great. So. So it's a literal skill issue on my phone. So it's like, oh, God damn it. This is how it feels. So this is how I am supposed to navigate the world when I am much older. This is going to be scary. Now some things are just not compatible with me. My goodness. But yeah, I mean like after that we reached the Airbnb and I remember like everything was set to like the heater was set to like the highest because of course like you guys are from the UK, you guys are freezing over there. So like I guess like the heater was just set to the highest, especially it's in the US. It's our freedom to set everything, set the heater to the highest when it is hot and to the coolest when it is cold.
Man, I wish I have a heater.
Yeah.
I'm just hogging my water bag right now.
No.
I didn't even put in new water. It's actually still warm from last night, which is amazing.
I know, right?
This is amazing. It's only 8 pounds as well.
Wow. God damn it. My boss has to refill hers like every few hours. That is actually a really good product.
Yeah.
My throat is reaching its limit, so I guess let's call it a day for today.
Have you enjoyed your chocolate cake?
I really enjoyed my chocolate cake. Thank you very much. But yeah, I guess since we do accidentally speak of like a really heavy topic today, if you want us to talk about anything lighter or anything in particular, do let us know. Send us your questions, comments, or requests to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you're listening to this on YouTube, which again, if you wait for this to be out in Spotify, it's going to be in 5 business years. Please do feel free to leave a comment below. So yeah, I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward. And we'll see you all in the next turn. Bye-bye.
Bye.